Time for protein and carbon up.
Okay, we will now open the Escada Urban Renewal Agency meeting. Can we have a roll call, please?
Director Hughes. Here. Director McElroy.
Here.
Director Metcalf.
Here.
Director Prokop.
Here.
Director Strobel.
Here.
Director Tenbush.
Here.
Chair Drinkling.
Here. Thank you very much for that. Okay, we're at the first citizen and community group comment. I have none in this particular meeting. Is that right? Anybody online? Anybody? All right. We have the consent agenda. Can I get a motion?
I move to approve the consent agenda.
Or first, can I get a second?
Second.
First and second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes. Thank you for that. Agency business, funding request, Ant Farm. I will let you run with that.
Yeah, sure.
Elena?
And then Neil is here again. We had some questions after the last meeting. One of the questions was regarding the interest rate, and we did research that. It's in the staff report, but just to break it down a little, the last loan was in June of 2018 at prime at that point was 5% and the loan was 2%, which is equal to 40% of prime. And so if we're following that same, then the current prime right now is 7.75. So proportionally, that would be 3.1%. And we have adjusted that in the amortization schedule in the packet.
Any questions? No? Anything that's come up since that you feel that you'd like to talk about now?
Just want to get one thing on the record confirmed. It will be in first position.
Yes.
For the
yeah,
security of it.
That's my understanding.
There's no other liens on the property.
No, sir.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll get that. Yeah. So there would be a lien that would provide an assurance with the loan until it's paid off.
Mhm.
There was also a question about, I think that there needs to be discussion about the terms of the loan. So the interest rate, the amortization length, and then if you do want to have a payoff of less than 10 years, which you can talk with Neil about, but I think he's comfortable with. We do have the loans that we have for Main Street and Broadway will pay off probably by 2030. We have another loan with Yo Treats for their equipment, and that pays off in 2029.
July 2028.
2028. So we'll be having, even though we won't be able to do any more projects after 2027, June of 2027, the taxes that come in will go to pay off those loans. And then the agency would be closed out. So if we wanted to kind of tie this loan in with something like that time frame.
And the amortization was a 25-year.
It is for 10 years.
The amortization is?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then a 5-year maturity.
If that's what you choose.
if that's what
That's,
it
yeah.
is.
Is that what you guys were asking for? Is about 5 years?
Can you elaborate on it a little bit just to make sure? Because I know we discussed it in my
So-
understanding of that was, please.
So the payment schedule is the interest over 10 years with principal plus interest at the interest rate over 10 years. But just like on a commercial loan, so you could have a 25-year amortization,
Right.
but every 5 or 10 years, you have to refinance that loan. So the maturity date is when a balloon payment's due, or you need to refinance to another funding source.
Got
So
it.
after 5
That's-
years, you could
That's
either,
fine with us. I mean,
Yeah,
our
yeah.
intention is to pay it off as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Just to try to, be out from underneath the payments. So
Yeah.
that's our
Yeah.
intent.
and 5 years would put it like right there at 2030 with the other ones. It would time out really well with
Right.
us. We could
It
kind of
should
clean
work.
up the urban renewal district and
Mhm.
And that would put a balloon payment then at about 162,000.
which you could then carry to another bank if you weren't
Totally.
ready to do that, and you
Yeah.
could carry it because you'd be leveraged really well on the property. So
All
Or
right.
you just give it to me.
Thank you for clarifying that, because we were not sure if there's apparently one type of loan where when you pay it off, you pay off all the interest that you would have, even if you would have paid it out till the end. And that's not what we're talking
no,
about.
no prepayment
There's no-
penalties, just,
right.
yeah.
Any other things you'd like to add in?
I had some questions from, I think it was from Peter and just generally last time. So I have some information, just a statement of activity that displays what the cafe does in Sandy. We tried to break it out a little bit more. I know originally what we submitted was kind of the financials for Ant Farm as a whole. a lot, which encompasses a lot more than just the cafe and bakery. This kind of display, demonstrates that our cafe is, that if something were to change with the grant landscape, we'd still be able to make the payments that we're committing to. And then also we had been requested to provide a second quote from another contractor, since I am, closely related to the project. So here's all that. And then there's just some flyers for the construction program, if anyone is interested in that and would like to put them up anywhere. So.
So we had wanted to make sure it would generate enough money to cover the loan payments. And after having a conversation, we feel good that that's going to happen.
And I think I mentioned this in the last meeting, but being the contractor in charge of the projects and being so closely related with Ant Farm, happy to confirm that there's no conflict of interest. Everything that we're doing is 100% at cost. There is no markup on any of it, and so that's the reason. If you take a look at the other quote that we have from Kingdom Builders, you'll see that just the market value of their labor versus the market value of our labor is pretty significantly different, and also there's no profit percentage built in for us. So.
Okay.
Could you remind me of the time frame for when you thought this would be completed?
So we're shooting for the end of the second quarter of 25. That's what we're shooting for. Sometimes these things they take a little extra time depending on, things have been slow moving for a long time, but that gave us plenty of time to get our feet under us and have a good plan to move forward. I don't have my presentation this time, so I don't have my Gantt chart or anything in front of me, but that's what we're shooting for.
Okay, thanks for that reminder.
We'd really like to be open by summertime.
Let's hope so.
Occupancy permits and everything. So.
Right.
Okay, so what would you like to have from us tonight?
There's a motion. I don't know if you want.
Yeah, there's a motion, and
Page three.
it depends on how you wanna word this. So right now I move to authorize staff to negotiate a loan agreement with Ant Farm for the amount of, and I'm assuming you want to do the whole 300,000.
Okay.
At 3.1% interest. And you probably are thinking here to change this, so amortized over 10 years with a balloon payment after 5.
Or with maturity.
Or
Yeah,
maturity after
Yeah,
5.
I can do it. I can read it.
Okay.
I move to authorize staff to negotiate a loan agreement with Ant Farm for the amount of $300,000 at 3.1% interest with a 5-year maturity date with a 10-year amortization schedule.
Okay, great. And I have a second on this.
Second?
Okay, I have a second from Charity, and you want to do a roll call vote on this, please?
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes, thank you very much for that. I hope that makes everything better,
Thank you very much.
and we'll look forward to opening day. Let's see if we can get everybody out there for maybe a
ribbon cutting.
shovel moment or something.
Yeah.
Kinda-
Excellent.
That's right.
Yeah, good idea.
You guys have a great day.
Thank you.
Okay, so that is all I had right there. The citizen and community group comment for the second time. Is there anything to come in? No? Okay. Board member comments. Let's start off with you, Jerry. You have anything tonight?
No, I think this was a great call. I think, look forward to doing the next urban renewal agency, and
Good.
I think this was a good thing we did.
Excellent.
I don't really got anything. I was gone on my trip when you guys discussed this originally, it sounds like, and I'm just in consensus with what you guys agree with.
Great, thank you. Heidi.
I'm really excited to see Ant Farm get this done. It's something that we've really been missing here, so.
That's further.
Charity?
I really enjoy the cafe and Sandy. I really, I like their model. And so I look forward to kind of seeing a esticated version of the Sandy model with what they have out there for their cafe. And I think this will be great for our community.
I am also that. I believe it'll be a really good add-on into our community and helping our youth. And I think that's what the main thing is here, is that we all have healthy and wonderful children that grow up to be great and join our community in a good way. So thank you. And I will now close the urban renewal. And we have probably about